Old Sacramento. He's also into leaping off tall buildings and bridges for fun. That's the truth. Please help me welcome Graham Chapman. Hello, Graham. How are you? Make yourself at home.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm really sorry, but I've been remiss. We usually have cheese snacks for our guests, and tonight there were none, but I apologize.
I'm on a low-fat diet, so it's all right.
There we go. Yeah. Great. How have you been?
Very well.
I'm asking you like we've known each other before. Like it's been a long time since we haven't seen each other.
Yeah, right.
Now, I'm interested in this jumping off of bridges stuff that you're doing.
Yes. It's strange how I got involved with this group of people. I was sitting at home trying to write one day, and I had a call from a British newspaper who wondered what I would do if I won their £1 million bingo competition. I just said I would give it to John Cleese so he could take an afternoon off. And but they also mentioned that I was interested in going to the Andes. And the next day I got a call from the chairman of the Dangerous Sports Club who wondered if I wanted to go hang gliding over active volcanoes in Ecuador.
So now what was your reaction when he said that? Did you know the Dangerous Sports Club before that?
Yeah, I'd heard of them. I knew that they jumped off bridges on pieces of elastic and things like that. So I said no, but I was interested and did go to Ecuador with them and got to know them a bit, and then felt a bit guilty that I'd been made a member of the club without actually doing anything dangerous. So then I did agree to go to their winter sports in St. Moritz.
And what did that involve?
Well, it involves an uncontrolled descent of a snow slope, basically.
Which is something that you pretty much want to do as often as you can.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was a little, to say the least, worried. Yes, the rules are you have to have something interposed between you and the skis, so that there is no element of control, and you get really more points for imagination in terms of what it is between you and the skis. In my case, it was a 15-foot-long wooden Venetian gondola, which they'd borrowed from an Italian restaurant, and just shot down.
And you just went down?
Well, yes, until the second bump, and then we were airborne.
Do you find yourself kind of cowering when you start? You're kind of inside the gondola?
No, my thought was broken leg, really, at the moment of takeoff anyway. I have a wonderful photograph of myself at home looking as scared as I've ever seen anyone look.
I bet. What's the result of that when you finish it?
I finished up winded, badly winded, but alive, and I felt great.
Really? Yeah, well, I guess you do feel good.
2 solid weeks after that, I felt really good.
Is that right? It lasted that long?
Yeah. I mean, the bank manager was not important anymore. It was wonderful. Wonderful feeling.
So now, were you a member of the club from that point on?
No, you're supposed to do 3.
Oh, have you done 3?
No, I've done 2 so far. The second event was a sort of charity catapulting event. It was at a charity thing in Hyde Park.
Well, those have become so popular.
Yes. Well, basically, they lower down strands of aircraft carrier elastic and from a huge crane, and then I was secured I was on a climbing harness, tied to the ground behind me by a rope. Then the crane stretches the elastic, you see, and then someone standing behind you very kindly cuts the rope behind you, and you go ping like that.
Kind of makes that ping sound.
Oh, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So have you lined up number 3?
Yes, I have next to jump off a bridge.
You're going to do that?
Yes.
Now, you know, I've thought that I wouldn't mind doing that. Because you see them do it, and I guess it's all worked out ahead of time.
I gather the interesting moment. Yes, it all seems quite logical, you know, this thing, you know, the rope looks strong enough, and, you know, it's elastic, and you will bounce at the end. But it's the moment of letting go, they tell me, that's interesting.
I bet.
Yeah. I think I shall have to be pushed.
Yeah. Well, tell me what day you're going to do it. Maybe, you know, if I'm not doing anything, I could...
Right, okay. Yeah,
come up and...
Come and give a push. That'd be very
We appreciate you being here, taking the time out so much to be here. It's really a pleasure to meet you. I'm a big fan of yours, and thanks for taking the time to come down. Graham Chapman, tonight at Laughs Unlimited in Old Sacramento. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going for a ride, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss it. Stay in your